We're bringing this back to life. back to life. We're picking up where we left, off and on again. We never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so intense.
Better off as strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, beneath the pale moon, loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a
they said that there were supposed to be 2 ships for 3.10 heading straight to Viable along with the Rock. So
Was it not the fact that they put in the 890 jump, the Carrick and
That's different though.
that's a different thing. When we mean straight to Viable, it's like ships that you can buy off the webpage.
oh yeah.
And
I don't know,
what-
man. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it.
I mean,
I heard about an alien ship being in development, but I don't know if that's the one.
Hey, though this released to Star Runner without telling us.
No,
Oh
that's
god.
3.1.
No, it's 3.11, isn't it?
But
And isn't the Hercules supposed to be out in 3.11?
I haven't heard anything, so.
Oh no. I mean, we got at least another week before this goes live.
Cloudflare went down.
Oh.
Well, when... No, you go ahead.
Mine doesn't matter. You just go ahead.
It might have
Everything
been when the
matters.
Discord died earlier today. Maybe it's something that's just bouncing along the internet down the line.
The internet caught a flu bug and it's trying
Oh,
to.
no.
Oh,
Oh, maybe,
no,
maybe,
if I
maybe
don't-
it was
Internet's got
me
the
leaning on
Rona.
wire, I'm not sure.
Oh god dang it! Again.
No, the hamsters got the Rona.
Start masking. Yeah, the hamsters. Start masking up your.
You need to, you need to get
browsers.
masked with hamsters. That's the problem.
Oh yeah. Playing. I am playing a match in War Thunder, and usually it's a what was it like it's like like a 20 versus 20, but since there's not enough players, it's like 7 versus 7 right now. So yeah, there's definitely something going on.
Anyways,
Interesting.
not I guess I ain't gonna bring it back to it. but,
Anyone
like,
on the West Coast right now here?
I'm in Mountain Time.
Well, if you start dropping out, then we know it's it's a rolling wave. Then.
Right.
But I
It's
don't.
all my fault.
I don't create games. I don't know how to make games. I don't know any of that. Okay, and I'll fully admit it. But if they start implementing something that NPCs can arbitrarily start attacking your organization and put out hits on a factor,
I don't think that
I
goes
do
well.
not. I just, unless you're able to do it back, I just do not understand how that's a balanced game mechanic.
I don't think that go well with the player base, so I doubt that's going in.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's nothing is set in stone. So
No, 100%.
I mean, we don't even have the Quanta system out yet, so we don't even know.
Hi.
exactly.
Welcome.
That's gonna be driving most of it.
Because I have this
Need something?
whole like when I started like following Star Citizen and like realizing what it was gonna be, I had this whole idea of what I wanted to create
Company.
in the well, sort of, essentially. I have this whole idea, and I already have the organization like take the name like is under my account right now. But the idea was to have essentially a player-driven market, or being run out of Krakens throughout the verse in its entirety. And the idea behind it was that at every at every star for every system, like this is like end goals kind of thing, right? Like I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Essentially, a Kraken at every star in every system, and
That's a lot of Krakens.
I know,
Especially for how many systems we're supposedly gonna have.
which
You know,
I know I have to scale this back because it's not realistic, but this is just the idea behind it. And then with those, because like you can have different compartments inside of it that you can lock and give players essentially access codes, from what I understand, to gain access to different parts of the market within the Krakens. And having it as kind of like a black market sort of thing for resources, items, drugs, stuff like that, and just kind of use that as like a passive way to make money, right?
Although I
But
think,
if but if like they come out with this mechanic where NPCs can start attacking it, that's That's what 120
Okay.
fronts. I have to simultaneously
You
defend.
are kind of okay, you're first of all you were talking Krakens, and now I was talking factories. I was not talking Krakens. I wasn't talking about mobile ships. I'm talking like you have a ship, you have a factory on a planet, like say Planet Hurston. You're on Hurston. Hurston is one of the biggest top manufacturers there. They own the planet.
Yeah.
Now, maybe there's a now. Let's look at ArcCorp. ArcCorp has a factory there. You bought shares into it. You got a control and interest of it. Now you can fluctuate the market of what they're manufacturing. Either drive up the price or drive it down to get you to sell more. It's like with any corporate business out there. If you start, and there are corporate sabotages that go on, and the idea was to introduce corporate sabotage and newer types of gameplay. So this is what would be experienced in real life. If you're a business, let's say I'm making, I'll use an example that I can think of good. Let's say I'm making solar cameras, and I have the best one on the market. Now you come in with a solar camera, not so good on the market, but you beat my price. I don't think anything about you. But then if I start seeing like the market share is dropping, and I can't sell where I used to sell, maybe I can't hit you, legally correct, but I could throw and say, hey, go in and sabotage this business a little. That creates a whole new market thing, because now that brings in the crooked aspect of it. It brings in some people who want to be spies in the game. It increases content in the game. It's like what they were showing with the quantum system, as what Tony Zervak was showing. He shows how everything's going on, and like, let's say, okay, now this engine part's being made and it needs this particular ore. Well, the ore gets mined out on the planet. Maybe they change the formula a little bit, and then it goes to something else. Meanwhile, you've been geared your entire org to mine that one particular ore, and suddenly it shifts. Now you have to be prepared for that change. You're now going to have to shift your entire operation around. That's kind of like the things that they're doing in there. They want people, they want the market, they want the game to always be new and fresh.
It's not the mechanic I seem to disagree with. I find like I'm having a hard time grasping if it's not another player that does it, when NPCs do it, how does that not become a slippery endless loop of them just trying to sabotage you? Because every time they send something to sabotage it, and they like redo the calculation to see their share, and it's still dropping, and then they become more aggressive with it. I could just see that being like a very endless loop of them. And if you're not able to do it back to them, then there's really no point.
I imagine you will be able to.
I would think that we would be able to do it too. Yes, back.
That's the only thing right now with that hypothetical game mechanic. That
I was just simply stating that basically no player will be as powerful as an NPC, because they want the market to be fluid, to be able to change and alter, and to give other people, not so much to give other people chances, but to keep someone from controlling one side of it. Because Chris Roberts has played Eve. He's played a lot of other games, and he even admitted at one time he doesn't like Eve. He didn't like what were some of the things that went in there.
But their whole thing of like trying to stop people from becoming like gold farmers or whatever, like they've kind of set it up themselves to do it.
Well, I don't know if they're trying to stop gold farmers. I think they're only just trying to stop.
Well, they've already put a dollar amount to what UEC cost.
That's because they didn't. No, that wasn't to stop gold farmers. That was to stop people. No. Hang on, let me finish. Yeah, that was to stop people from starting with, $500 billion or whatever it was.
Yeah, and there was another reason for that UEC to be sold, because some backers brought it on up. Guy said, I only play 1 hour a week. You're telling me I have to maintain the insurance on my ship. I don't have LTI. I don't have 10 months insurance. How do I support my ship? If I'm supposed to use in-game capital to pay for the monthly insurance on my ship, how do I support it if I'm only playing 1 hour a week? So the idea was them to sell, UEC in-game at $20 a month. So this way, people, as they said, they don't go around and mass millions and millions and millions of credit. even though some of it's already being masked.
Well, what happens if you get some rich kid who comes by and decides to buy like $10,000 worth of?
You can't.
Why? You can buy right off the website.
No, you can only buy $20 a month, and that's it. One
Yeah.
account.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so
There's a
they
limit.
had hard cap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they added the hard cap about a year ago.
All right. Well. Right.
I feel like the way it's reliant on it.
I'm having a hard time downloading a PT right now. They did an update today. I'm sure you guys are aware. But
Yep.
it
Made a
keeps
bit.
completing the update, and then it keeps wanting to redo the update on my side.
Yeah, try logging out and logging back in and doing it one more time.
So I've tried that. I've tried restarting my computer. I've done everything minus a character reset because I'm kind of worried about doing a character reset without this update actually doing
So
it.
it turns out that the company, whoever they're called, Cloudflare, is currently getting DDoSed pretty heavily right now too. So
That's what's causing some of the problems.
It's funny because they claimed it was a broken router in their network.
nope, they are currently getting DDoSed from what people are saying, but they don't want people to know that they're getting DDoSed, so they're saying, you know, it's just a broken router. Yeah.
Little shenanigans going on.
So basically, someone set out to prove them to be un-DDoSable, and they are DDoSing them right now. So
That's a mouthful in itself.
it is.
That's the internet for you. You never go out with the internet. Never go out and claim that you can't be hacked or you can't be DDoSed, because people will just do it just to prove the point. And to be honest, the company even saying that just shows how much of an amateur they are. Wow, so the Caterpillar definitely feels a lot weighty.
Yeah. Try landing that thing on Daemon.
Well, at the moment it's full of scrap, so I might pass on that, but...
Yeah, okay.
One of you guys did it.
It's going to be more full of crap if you try doing it.
One of you guys took that caterpillar out and did it so well, and I don't know who it was.
Maybe
I did it yesterday on Daemon.
But
It was empty.
So, yeah,
Maybe
apparently...
it was you, I don't remember.
So apparently loads in your ships can also affect how your ship flies.
I would imagine so. I can't wait to really get the, drug running when it really comes to this game.
Yeah.
Well, apparently at the moment the police aren't scanning and detecting drugs that are in your ship when doing certain missions.
Well, I mean, to be able to make them too. That'd be cool.
Sorry if you guys hear me mumbling. I'm thinking and trying to organize here. Okay. Shoot, what's going on over there?
I'm thinking about changing my name in game to the Dread Tyrant Roberts.
I don't know if anybody's ever used that, but good luck.
Use what?
Dread.
Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
Why don't you just name yourself? What was his name?
Sorry?
I'm trying to think of this guy's name that used to. What was his name? Captain Hardlock. That's what his name was.
Who's Captain Hardlock?
Oh, you don't know Captain Hardlock?
Who do you not?
Oh. Who knows Captain Hardlock? Is that you, Mac? You don't know Captain Hardlock either? Oh man. Okay, well I guess I would just keep Captain Hardlock to myself then.
You're not gonna share who he is?
No.
All right, fine then.
Keep your secrets.
Smart splitters. I think how I'm gonna set this up. Oh, fully left that over there.
Damn it, it's already been taken.
Ah, probably by Chris Roberts.
Yeah.
Supposedly he's part of an org.
He is?
Yeah. That's CIG's org.
Mm. They did say something about you having to find him and track him down or something in the PTU.
And do what?
Kill him, of course.
Presumably. Apparently he's like a boss or something, and so it's getting around the PCU or something. It's one of the NPCs or something.
Oh, he's a boss, huh?
In the PTU right now?
No, not later. They'll be adding him.
When the game is actually finished.
Well, not finished, but gone live. There's a big difference.
Right.
Alright, you guys have a good night, man.
Take care, buddy.
You too, man.
See you later.
I had McDonald's tonight for the first time in like 3 to 4 months. Oh,
Are you saying you almost puked?
He missed the bucket, I think.
It's like when I had Dunkin' Donuts. I haven't had Dunkin' Donuts for a long time. I did that and it was like, oh, too much butter.
Alright, I have arrived at PO with a cat. Now to land it.
Oh crap, I need an overflow. Shoot. I'll figure this out.
Gamers, Godspeed.
She's a little bit weighty, this one. I'm not saying she's fat, but
She's
just
pretty big. Freaking.
Did you fall on the grenade for the rest of the boys? Godspeed, good buddy.
someone just tried to ram me, I think.
Doesn't surprise me.
Wait, or just go offline. Fuck. Now what? Oh, shit, one of the power plants is freaking out.
Probably tell it to calm down.
One of my power plants is either running out of water or it's running out of fuel. Shit.
Is that even a thing?
I don't think he's playing Star Citizen.
Oh.
No, I'm playing Satisfactory. I'm kind of a little bit peeved that one of my power plants, which I tried to compensate, didn't compensate. Which means I ran out of juice somewhere.
Well, did you connect the compensate to the compensator?
30K.
Oh, I do. I make sure that I try to make it as, you know, so that it doesn't break down.
Okay, I landed.
It's freaking out.
It wasn't bad. Wasn't textbook, but it wasn't bad.
So, how's your spine? Is it intact? Is it coming out of your back?
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, I just came inside. That's all.
All right.
So,
Plenty of water there. Plenty of water there. Okay. Running there, then wire.
obviously, landing at Porto is a lot easier than Planet 2 because yeah.
That is fair. That is fair.
Let's see. Better not get enough water output.
Were you there last night for my stupid comment about transports?
No, what was your comment?
When I was like, man, if the caterpillar's this shitty on planets, like, how are you gonna be able to like get resources to different colonies that are planet side? And so I was like, idiot. Use the Starliner. I was like, huh, fair point.
Starliner, Hercules, you know.
Yeah.
Yep, that guy was
I
definitely
just don't.
wrong.
Well, I mean, makes sense, but I kind of wish they'd had this, have one of those ships that has the same amount of SC as the cat.
I can't open the door.
7,
Sorry.
I can't open the door for Porto.
30K.
Maybe.
Well, if
Good
you
thing
landed,
you
you're
are-
fine. I would run back to your ship and sleep in the bed, log out, and log back to another server.
Probably won't have enough time.
Well, I've landed, so
That's
should be fine. But
Hopefully.
I'll try another door too.
okay, calculator. Where are you?
Where are you buying this crap from?
I brought it from. I brought it from above Hurston.
Oh yeah. Bad relation.
That's my problem. This pipe can't handle as much fluid.
Yeah, people are saying it's possible lifts aren't working.
Shit.
So, I've got a question for you guys. If you want to help me out with a conundrum I'm having.
Sure.
Wait, shit,
She'd
one
like the
second. Hold on.
chocolates.
I think there might be gunshots outside my house. Be right back.
Fuck me drunk, man. What sort of area do you live in? Oh, there we go. 30k.
Let's see. Drip.
You're going to okay?
Well, 6. I can only have up to 6.
I love
So-
the way that you talk to yourself as you're figuring all of this out.
Yeah.
Who doesn't though?
It's part of my drafting field. It's like constantly crunching numbers in my head, redesigning things.
But is it I'm sorry. Is it the thing you're working at is a game or is it real life?
No, it's a game. It's like my power plant.
Really
power,
complicated.
It kind of is. It's a lot of math involved. What had happened is like I have 9 power plants running, and I made the mistake.
What game is this?
This is Satisfactory.
I don't know what
And,
that is.
okay, you ever play Factorial?
No.
All right. This is a factory building game. It's relaxing, but it can also be frustrating at times if you don't do it right.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I have a coal power plants running that needs water to run. So
Yeah,
they need
guys,
steam to
I'm
run
hunkering
power.
down. There's actually a fucking gunfight outside my house right now.
Oh fuck, man!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Take pictures.
Jesus.
If you get shot, come and do an interview.
You could see if you look at if you were able to look at my stream, you'll see what's going on. So this base or this factory I set up has right now more than 9 coal plants running. I split my power out, so half is running my pumps, the other half is running the water to the generators. The problem was,
I see.
problem is I have 9 of them running on a separate system. The pipe
What's
can only.
that? Hold on. Whoa. What's that in your hand?
Oh, it's a sword style.
Oh. Okay. Why do you need that to run a factory?
It's for the workers that aren't working hard enough.
I know. It's like gonna smack him with this great big sword, which
Or
actually looked pretty awesome, actually.
Or I could blow them up.
Oh my god.
Which I've also made those. But no, the problem is like that pipe can this orange pipe up here, this one which I'm going to climb up on, can only carry 300 cubic meters of water per minute. But each one of these plants needs 50 cubic waters per minute to run.
So you can
I'm
run
running
6.
9 of them off of 300. That's wrong because that's like 450 cubic waters per minute.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
6
I can
would
only
be the
handle
max.
300.
Yeah.
So I have to add another set of pipes up.
You do. Yep. I agree. I concur.
Thank you for concurring.
Yeah, max you can run off one pipe is 6. 6 5s is 30. That'd be 300.
Yeah. So it's like I use.
I mean, it looks very impressive if you're into pipes, but yeah. Oh, look at you twirling your tool in your hand. Damn.
Yep. So
I've never even seen this game before.
It's been in alpha. It still is. But it's running on Steam now. I moved it to Steam because I'm hoping to get a server up and running someday. Let's see. And these conveyor belts come in different tiers.
What's that on the conveyor belt?
This is the thing I'm standing on is a splitter. So this conveyor belt down that's running here is moving 240 units of ore per minute. These off to the side are only moving 60 ore per minute. So this, what I'm standing on, is a splitter. So I'm splitting off the ore into each separate plant. And like if I go up to one plant, here it tells me, okay, right now the power's out because it shows me where the spike power went down. This actually lost water and that's why it dropped. But it shows like how many megawatts of power it generates, 75, at 4-second intervals of using one piece of ore, and there's 100 in there. This is how much water's in there, and it uses 50 cubic waters per minute.
Welcome.
And then I could get things what's called power shards that I can make to overclock it and make it. But if I overclock it, it generates more power. But when it uses more power, it uses more water, which also uses more fuel. And I have to take that all into account.
I think you're going to be happy.
And I have to make sure that my mining plant is making enough fuel in order to balance that. There's a lot of equations.
I mean, okay, it kind of feels like having a second job to me, which seems exhausting.
Oh, I find it relaxing.
Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, my profession involves me arguing with people all day, and I'd like to do something Actually, something like Star Citizen is